Goldendoodle versus Mini Goldendoodle size comparison. A lot of people say bigger is always better, but is that true when it comes to a furry companion like a dog? It's an age-old debate between dog owners on what the best kind of dog is, and today we're doing our own unique spin on it. That's right, today we're going to look at the Goldendoodle and compare it to its miniature counterpart in order to see if we can settle this debate once and for all. We also want to give you all a better idea of what the difference is from an owner's perspective, in case you're on the fence about it yourself. But before we get started, if you could please leave a like on the video, we would really appreciate it. Now with that out of the way, here's our ultimate size comparison for 2023. Size: the standard Goldendoodle. Your average Goldendoodle takes after its Golden Retriever and Poodle parents, growing to be a medium to large dog at full size. These dogs end up weighing anywhere from 50 to 80 plus pounds as an adult, and their size can sometimes come as a surprise for owners. You see, Goldendoodles are incredibly gentle creatures, and many of them develop lapdog-like traits because they love to be as close to their families as possible. Despite their size, however, the standard-sized Goldendoodle is one of the best pets to be around kids, since they are very considerate of their stature. Since these are hybrid dogs, there's bound to be some variance, even within the same litter. If you want to go as large as possible, you're probably going to want to pick an early generation doodle, since these will retain more Golden Retriever traits, including their size. Be careful if you have allergies though, since having less poodle genetics means it's less likely they inherit the coveted hypoallergenic, non-shedding coat from that side. Size: the Mini Goldendoodle. How do you shrink down a Goldendoodle? Well, instead of crossing a Golden Retriever with a standard poodle, they instead use a toy or miniature poodle instead, which shrinks down the resulting dog considerably. These dogs often weigh less than 30 pounds, and their bite-sized appearance also gives owners an incredibly different experience as well. These dogs are fun, more than a little spunky, and also really smart. Many Goldendoodles are said to have more human-like qualities, especially when it comes to wit and their quirks. Because the determining qualities for size mostly come down to the poodle side of things, you shouldn't expect as many of the Golden Retriever traits to appear. Crossing a Golden Retriever with such a small poodle also means that there is a pretty considerable range that these dogs can grow to. This is part of the reason why mini Goldendoodles are more expensive, a topic we will get more into later. Traits and characteristics: standard Goldendoodle. When it comes to exercise, the standard Goldendoodle is a very active dog. These are great companions to run with you through trails or in the woods, and they also make great hiking dogs too. Afterward, this doodle is content to sleep the day away, and so it's extremely important you burn off all that excess energy they carry around. Both of the Goldendoodle's parents are popular service dogs, and so they will also excel in training and are renowned for their obedience. As long as you're able to get them running around daily, these dogs will have no trouble picking up new tricks either. Overall, these are great dogs for people that want an easy and straightforward experience in terms of training and behavior, since the Goldendoodle is a laid-back dog that rarely shows any type of aggression whatsoever. Traits and characteristics: Mini Goldendoodle. The Mini Goldendoodle is much more compact, and so doing things like traveling is easier than ever with this pet. These are portable animals who are going to need constant attention throughout the day. They may not have the gas tanks of their standard companions, but ridding them of all that energy is going to be a job you do throughout the day rather than simply for an hour or two. Thanks to their smaller stature, these dogs can seem more approachable to kids, and they're also easier to manage too. Although they may be a little more expensive in upfront costs, the Mini Goldendoodle is cheaper in the long run, as you will be spending less on food, flea and tick protection, and even toys. There's a lot less to groom, so trips to the groomer should be far less too. If you're a very active person who wants to bring their dog along for outdoor adventures, then the Mini Goldendoodle may be a bit of a challenge. While these dogs like to go on leashed walks, they don't have the size or endurance to be able to handle a lot of strenuous activity, and they may even prefer experiencing nature from a backpack instead. Pros and cons. When you compare two dogs, each are going to excel at certain things and struggle at others. This is no different when it comes to the medium or standard Goldendoodle versus their mini counterpart. The interesting thing here is, though, that the Goldendoodle is already a very versatile dog, which makes it a tad bit harder to directly say what one does better than the other at times. Still though, there are some obvious ones that make comparing them a little easier. The first one is the most obvious, and it's the difference their outward appearance will make. Bigger Goldendoodles don't suffer from the same difficulties other medium to large dogs have, like a shortened lifespan or destructive tendencies. These dogs are bred to live 12 or more years, and they really only start to rip things up if they're feeling understimulated and aren't getting the exercise they need. On the other hand, the mini Goldendoodle is a lot more than just adorable, as they have a great personality and are smart as a whip. Mini Goldendoodles do have a lot of energy and like to run around, but they aren't nearly as wound up as other dogs their size, which is a plus for many owners. Another major difference between these dogs is their cost. Goldendoodles are already a pretty expensive dog and will usually cost you between $2,000 and $3,000 depending on the breeder you go to and stuff like that. Mini Goldendoodles, however, can sometimes cost up to $5,000, which is a lot to pay for an animal. Luckily, over time this figure more or less evens out, but you're still going to have to plan for long-term costs to come up regardless. One of the biggest benefits of going with a smaller Goldendoodle is how easy they are to manage and take with you. It's worth noting here that some mini doodles experience car sickness, which is somewhat common, but there are a lot of solutions you can take to remedy that issue. Bigger Goldendoodles may be easier to take in the car, but their size can pose a problem for people when it's time to change addresses or go on a trip. As a result, most large dog owners check their dogs into a care facility when they go on trips, but this is going to cost you a tidy sum. Ultimately, the pros of a bigger doodle have to do with lifestyle. If you're a person who wants to be active and you want to be able to make your time with your dog count, then a medium or standard Goldendoodle may be more your speed. However, if you would rather have a dog with you at all times, whether that be running errands, going to the mall, or even on vacation with you, then having a mini Goldendoodle definitely has its advantages. But what do you guys think? We would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section so we can get a better read on what Goldendoodle you all prefer. So let us know down below. And if you liked this video, which we sure hope you did, leaving a like is a great way to help us out and for more people to find us. Also, check out our channel for more guides and resources on all sorts of dogs, including the Goldendoodle. That's all for us today, but we hope you have a good one, and we'll see you all again soon for the next video.